Cash flow banking. Have you ever heard of it? Here's the process. Most people make money and they put it into the bank, okay? So you make 5 grand. You take 5 grand, you put it into the bank. Okay, then let's say you have 2 grand worth of expenses, okay? You take 2K out of the bank and you pay your expenses. You pay your expenses. Then you're left with, in the bank, you're left with 3 grand. All right, normal. That's how normal people pay their expenses and live their life. Okay, here's what I do. It's called cash flow banking. All right, I take 5 grand and I deposit into my private family bank. All right, if you're interested, we can set you up a private family bank. All right, I take 5 grand, I deposit it into my private family bank. It grows between 5 and 7%, completely tax-free. All right, completely tax-free, no tax. Over here, if your money's in the bank, you might be getting like 1% if you're lucky, if you count all the taxes. So then I take 2 grand, I don't take 2 grand out, I borrow against my private family bank. This is called cash flow banking, once again. So I borrow 2 grand, okay? The 2 grand I borrow is at a 4.85% interest rate, okay? I borrow 2 grand at a 4.85% interest rate. I use it to pay my expenses, okay? Now, how much is left in my private family bank? My private family bank has the total 5 grand in it. Okay, so my 5 grand, my original 5 grand is still growing between 5 and 7%. However, the 2 grand that I needed to pay my expense is also growing at a loan rate of 4.85%. All right, so this option, you basically have your money doing nothing for you and just coming into the bank and going right out. This option allows you to recapture some of your money. So the money comes in, and before it goes right out, you're actually able to recapture a little bit of money. And you do this for your entire life, and it builds up. This process is called cash flow banking.